we're looking this time round at imagination, and something that my children always knew about was SpongeBob SquarePants, and they talked about imagination, and it involves SpongeBob and his friends sitting in a cardboard box and having an awful lot of fun with their imaginations, and Squidward on the outside not understanding, and every time he opened the box they were just sitting in an empty box, and yet when he walked away they were having a ball because they were using their imaginations. And it's an interesting concept of what we do with our imaginations. John Lennon gave us this song, Imagine, you probably know it, and he asked us to imagine a world without borders, without religions, without no heaven or hell, no fighting, no wars, no greed. And you could say, well, that's a bit of a utopia, you know, are we ever going to have that kind of world? We thought maybe it would come when the Euro came in and Europe kind of opened up its borders so everyone could move freely around Europe, but it just doesn't quite work like that. And there have been lots of wars in my lifetime, you know, after the war to end all wars. There have been plenty of wars. The Vietnam War, the Iran-Iraq War, Desert Storm, the Six-Day War, El Salvador, Cambodia, Vietnam, the whole Vietnam War. These things have all been just in my lifetime, which is getting longer, but we just haven't got that lovely idea of no borders and no fighting and no greed. It's gone on and on. So imagining that is nice, but in reality it doesn't seem to be happening. And you look at, you know, everyone's distressed at the situation in Palestine and Israel at the moment, and they're distressed about the fighting, the Palestinians trapped like rats in Gaza, and the wall. I mean, you know, you could kind of look at it as if the Jews came down to Israel from after the Holocaust. They were the bullied that have become the bullies in some way. You know, you could see it like that. Yes, they needed a homeland, but did it have to be to put the Palestinians out? Palestinians are angry, they attack back. The Jews say, fine, we'll stop you, we'll build a wall and keep you away from us. You know, well, come on. A wall? I mean, it's like drawing a line down the middle of your bedroom when your children say, this is my side of the room, that's your side of the room, you know, don't cross the line. These are grown-ups, and this is the way their lives have been designed. And if you live in Gaza, there's no wall, but there's some tanks pointing at you to keep you in. So it's a bad situation, and I can't see any solution to that, not in the near future. So imagine all you like, we don't know what's going to happen there. Thing is though, right now we have to get on with our own lives here, where thankfully we have no war at the moment, but we're looking at what are we imagining for our life and for our faith. You know, I spend a lot of time describing the difference for my girls, my students, between scientific truth and religious truth. And that scientific truth are things like, yes, the sun will rise and the sun will set, that's nice. Religious truth is that there is a God. I can't prove that scientifically, which is why you need faith. Otherwise, who needs faith? We may as well call religion science if we didn't need faith. So we've got this, there's got to be some imagination going on there. Now, don't tell the bishop I said that, because that sounds a bit non-religious, but you need to imagine your God. Now, if you think, who is God? Oh, he's a big old man in the sky, sitting in a big throne in the clouds, watching the world. Well, grow up, because that image of God is great for children, but it's not really what you need as an adult. You need to imagine a relationship with a God that gives you something that helps you. So, who is your vision of God? Is it a Jesus person who hopefully is quite, you know, attractive for you, attractive looking maybe, attractive personality? You know, I often say to the girls, Jesus probably had great abs because he did a lot of walking. But how are you attracted to your God? And maybe it's spirit. Maybe it's spirit that captures your imagination, and it's that spirit of joy and enthusiasm that is what your relationship is. That you're having a relationship with joy. You're having a relationship with excitement and enthusiasm, that fire that flickered over the heads of the first apostles at Pentecost. Imagine that in your life. Imagine a Jesus who walks with you, who you don't leave at home when you go to a party, who you don't leave behind when you go out to work, but who goes with you. Imagine a constant companion who's on your side and likes you and you like them. That's what us grown-ups have to imagine for our relationship with God. Don't imagine a big old man in the sky with a book and black ticks and crosses like my Nana told me about, but imagine a vibrant, living entity of some sort that is with you and in you. And there's that amazing song, God is with us, God is for us, God is in us, Emmanuel. That God is with you all the time. So imagine something you're going to enjoy having with you. Don't imagine some old guy that's going to be, frowning. Imagine someone who's on this passionate joy of life. And yes, there's lots of trouble out there in the world, but you in your life have to make it the best life that you can be. So imagine a friend, imagine a spirit, imagine a power, and walk with that on your journey. And that is probably the best use of imagination you can. I can imagine other jobs I might have. I can imagine wake up in the morning and the sun is shining, and I'm a writer and I sit at my desk each morning and look out the window at the rabbit in the garden and I write some stuff and then break for lunch. And but no, I go to work, I teach my classes, I set homework and detentions and manage basketball and goodness knows what else. But I can imagine this vibrant spirit that goes with me wherever I go, and it's a presence that maintains me and keeps me buzzing along, and that is my faith. And without imagining that, it's not going to be there. It's just going to be something going on at church. So to have it with you in your life, work your imagination and embrace it and enjoy it and have fun with it, and go with God. Vaya con Dios. Good luck.